Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in and checking out my latest video. So in today's video, guys, I'm on vacation right now. I wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on Vasyl Lomachenko versus Miguel Marriaga taking place in California. Now, ultimately, the matchup that I'd love to see Lomachenko in the future would be a fight with Rigondeaux, two highly decorated amateurs, very, very skilled guys, and that's a fight that you cannot miss as a boxing fan. So hopefully one day that gets done. Let me just touch on that real quick, because a lot of people are giving Lomachenko a lot of negative feedback and blaming him for this fight not being done. If this fight does not get done, I am going to be blaming Bob Arum, because Bob Arum has a history with Rigondeaux, and Bob Arum is a promoter for Lomachenko. Lomachenko has an attitude that he will fight anybody, so he's not ducking Rigondeaux, in my opinion. If this fight does not get done, it is on Bob Arum, and it will be his fault, in my opinion, 100%. Now, looking at this matchup and my thoughts on this fight versus Marriaga, Lomachenko tried to get a fight with Corrales. He couldn't get that. Gervonta Tank Davis, Floyd Mayweather will not let him anywhere near Lomachenko at this current time. Berchelt, I hope that matchup materializes with Lomachenko in the future. He's a very tough fighter, good body puncher, so I'm interested to see hopefully a matchup between Berchelt and Lomachenko take place next year. Now, when I look at this fight, and ultimately when I look at Marriaga and what he brings to the table in this matchup, Marriaga is a guy who has a decorated amateur background. He's a guy who's a very aggressive style. He works off his jab. Very good body puncher as well. His left hook to the body is vicious. Upstairs, in terms of his best offensive weapon, I would say his overhand right to the head would be his biggest weapon to watch out for in his fights in terms of power punches. Other than his left hook to the body, that's a dangerous weapon. Both of those weapons, of course, are Marriaga. Now, when I look at this fight, guys, Lomachenko in this matchup, of course, he's going to bring his usual style with his unique angles, his footwork, head movement, hand speed, body punching. So Lomachenko, in my opinion, is going to be way too much for Marriaga in this fight. It's not that Marriaga's a bum like a lot of people are making him out to be. Marriaga's been in there versus Valdez. He had a very good fight. Also against Nicholas Walters. However, Marriaga in this fight has never faced a fighter with the skills that Lomachenko has. And ultimately in this fight, I believe what you're going to see a lot of, guys, is Lomachenko getting underneath a lot of Marriaga's punches, especially at overhand right and countering Marriaga to the body, investing early downstairs in Marriaga, basically making him tired for later rounds, and then Lomachenko is just going to keep teeing off like he does so rapidly with vicious combinations. And I think in this fight, Lomachenko makes a statement and becomes the only man to stop Miguel Marriaga in the later rounds of this encounter. In my opinion, I got Vasyl Lomachenko stoppage in the 9th round against a tough Miguel Marriaga, who is not a bum. Ultimately, though, guys, this isn't the fight we wanted, but I've seen worse matchups. So hopefully Lomachenko and Marriaga both come out unscathed and fight another day, and we get to see Lomachenko in a better matchup with Berchelt, for example, in the upcoming future. Or Rigondeaux, for example, would be a super fight. So that's something that we want to see, guys. Ultimately, though, I believe Lomachenko wins this matchup. Stoppage in the 9th round. Accumulation of punches will be too much. Maybe even the corner throws in the towel. Lomachenko just is too hard, basically, to figure out if you're Miguel Marriaga, and he doesn't have the skill set to be in the ring with Lomachenko in this matchup, in my opinion. Not taking nothing away from him, though, very solid fighter. Let me know what you guys think on this matchup, guys, and what you want to see Lomachenko involved in the future. All right, thank you, guys. Bye.